Well, when it comes to meals, many of us, we get stuck in a rut, eating at the same places with the same people.
Omaha Table Talk aims to change that, bringing together people from different communities to dine together and enjoy an honest dialogue.
Here to tell us more about the concept, Inclusive Communities Executive Director Maggie Wood and Krystal Boose. Thanks for stopping in this morning.
Hi, thanks for having
Good
us.
morning.
Explain what the mission of Inclusive Communities is.
We are a human relations organization that battles prejudice, bigotry, and discrimination through education, fostering leadership, and encouraging advocacy. So we've been around since 1938, and yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah,
Wow.
we don't look that old. I know.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you
great
look
for your
Good
age.
skincare regime that we have. We started out as the National Conference for Christian and Jews back in 1938, and it has slowly morphed into Inclusive Communities. So we've been Inclusive Communities for 4 to 5 years now, somewhere in that range.
I've attended your dinner before, and it really is an amazing group, and it's truly every walk of life that you're trying to bring together so that we all have a better understanding.
Yeah, which
Great
dinner?
work that
Are you
you
talking
do.
about Table Talk?
No, I'm not talking about Table
different.
Talk.
Just
Your
Our
big
humanitarian.
big
Gotcha.
dinner, yeah.
And Table Talk, that's a different one, though. And that's,
Right,
that's
yeah.
what we're here to talk about today.
Yeah.
Now,
Tell us a little bit
is
about
it?
it.
Yeah, so Omaha Table Talk is now on its 11th year. It originally started as it's under Catholic Charities and then became its own nonprofit. And it was just about bringing different people to gather around a dinner table and have conversations about life. And we know that the #1 way to combat prejudice and stereotypes and build empathy is by getting to know one another and kind of tearing down some of those barriers. So we do that now. And since Omaha Table Talk was its own nonprofit, and now that it's come under our wing, we've expanded the program so that it happens monthly, and we have different themes each month. But our main event, which is what we're really talking about today, is on February 9th. And each month has a different theme, and our theme for the main event is always on race and identity. So really, it's trying to bring people together from all different, just like you talked about, walks of life, to talk about what does race and how does that relate to our identities in Omaha? What are those experiences? How are they different for each of us? My experience as a white woman versus someone else's experience as a black woman, because each of those identities intersect a little differently. So you don't have to be of a marginalized identity to participate in these conversations. But it's great to come and hear people that are and people that aren't and explore what those privileges look like or don't look like and how you're interacting in Omaha.
How do these conversations turn out? And what type of barriers come down in this type of setting?
Yeah, well, the benefit of the small size, each group is about 12 to 15 people, so you're really able to get to know one another, and that's why we're a human relations organization, so that's what this is really about, is having those conversations. Omaha Table Talk, especially our main event, is not, you don't have to be a diversity and inclusion expert to sit down and be like, let me tell you about the history of racism in the city. It's about just being eager to be an advocate and an ally for others and know that your experiences are different than someone else's and that you're willing to hear what someone else's experiences are like and share some of your experiences as well. It's just about how are we getting to know one another and bridging our cities, because frequently we talk about Omaha like West O and North O and South O like they're separate cities, and we are one city. So how can we kind of bridge those divides through conversations? And free meals never hurt anybody. So
I was just going to say it's an important topic all year round, and always, but it seems like this year especially, it's really a prevalent topic in our media and in the news. How do you get people, is it hard to get people to participate, or do you find that you need to really kind of reach out and recruit people?
I would say it's a little bit of both. I think there are a lot of people that are really interested. They follow our programming. They want to be a part of these conversations. They're really excited about that. But we would really like to pull in people that aren't typically participating in this to give them, I think it's an easy way to take a step into this work and really kind of see what are the things that have been blocking me from moving forward. You know, the free food, like Krystal was saying, that doesn't hurt to bring people in. And we've got some really great community partners who are offering up their spaces and their dining rooms for us to come and participate in those things. So by creating the atmosphere where people feel safe, it's a restaurant where people feel like they're getting a really great hearty meal along with it. The comfort food helps with the uncomfortable conversation.
How do people take part in the table talk? Because there's a number of locations throughout the community.
Absolutely, yes. So you can register online on our website. I'm sure the link will come up on the screen. If you don't want to go online to do it, you're welcome to call us and we can talk you through that process and register you ourselves. Right now, we are at just over a month out, and we are already at 50% capacity. So,
wonderful.
Yeah, it's easy with the great community partners that we have. There are some restaurants that have come on multiple years in a row, such as Cantina Laredo or Crave, and then we have other community organizations like the Village in Exarban's Canvas Cabernet. Yeah. They're just a site for us, but they secure their own catering. Same with Girls Inc. They're great organizations within the community that are doing work or care about this work and are able to provide those safe spaces where people are like, well, I go to Canvas Cabernet all the time. Why not go and have a meal there this time and push myself a little bit on what I'm going to be talking about and exploring.
It's great work that you do, because once you know somebody's story, you have a completely different understanding,
absolutely.
right? No matter where you come from.
It is, and you have generous partners that you partner with to help make these possible. You also have the humanitarian brunch that is also helping with programming.
Humanitarian brunch, the humanitarian event, we are the second longest fundraising event here in Omaha, which is really exciting. This year, to mix it up, because I think everybody has done the rubber chicken at a hotel for far many times. I'm sure.
You mean the banquets? Yeah, the banquet tour?
Yeah, so we
Sounds totally unfamiliar.
we really wanted to mix it up, and we wanted to provide a special place that brought some attention to the work that we're doing. So this year we're doing a humanitarian brunch on March 19th, and we're really excited about what that will be and how that will become a new staple in the fundraising event planning aspect of Omaha.
Yeah, to help make all this programming possible. That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's other ways for people to get involved with the inclusive community. Just go to the website. You can see it right there at the bottom of the screen, inclusive-communities.org. Thanks.